Welcome to the Mastercam 2022 Workspace video. In this video, we will briefly learn how to navigate the Mastercam graphical user interface, as well as some common commands and functions. This is the Mastercam graphical user interface. Up here, we have the Quick Access toolbar. The Quick Access toolbar contains a fully customizable set of functions that can be quickly accessed by the user. If you click on File, you will find yourself in the Backstage area. This allows you to manage files. You can insert information about files, start a new file, open an existing file, or merge files together. You can also save, convert, or print files, as well as access the help resources. Here you have the tabs. The tabs contain all of the functionality within Mastercam. Down here you have the ribbon. The ribbon displays all of the commands available in a selected tab. Here you have the selection bar. The selection bar allows you to set auto cursor modes and to switch between wireframe and solid selections. Over here you have the quick mask buttons. These allow you to select all entities of a given type or only entities of that type. If you right-click in the graphics window, you will get to the right-click menu. The right-click menu allows quick access to functions such as zoom, graphics views, or recent functions used. A mini toolbar will also appear that allows you to quickly change attributes. Over here, you have various manager panels. These allow you to manage toolpaths, solids, planes, levels, as well as recent functions. This is the graphics window. The graphics window is a workspace area in Mastercam where the geometry is displayed. The scale shows you a scale of the object on the screen. Down here you can see the WCS, C-plane, and T-plane. This quickly identifies which plane you're working in. Next, we will briefly demonstrate how to navigate Mastercam and use some simple commands. Select the Wireframe tab, and then select Line Endpoints. The Line Endpoints panel will appear. For this command, you have different options for how to create it, such as Freeform, which allows you to create lines with different angles. You can also select Horizontal, which will only allow you to create horizontal lines, or Vertical, which will only allow you to create vertical lines. Method can be set to 2 endpoints, where you simply select the first endpoint, and the second endpoint to determine the angle and length. You can select midpoint, where you select the middle of the line, and then extend it in both directions. You can also select multi-line, which allows you to create multiple lines connected at their endpoints. You can either double-click or press Escape when finished. Press OK. Click with your left mouse button and hold the button down, then drag a window around all of the geometry and click. Then press Delete on your keyboard to delete these lines. Select Line Endpoints, make sure Freeform and Tangent is selected, and select 2 endpoints. Select the fast point icon. This allows you to enter the coordinates of your point. When entering fast point icon coordinates, always enter them in the order of X, Y, and then Z if necessary, with a comma separating the values. Set the coordinates to 0 for the X, comma, 1 for the Y, and press Enter. Select the fast point icon again, and enter the coordinates as 0, 5, and press Enter. Press OK and create new operation. Select the arrow next to Auto Cursor, and then select Origin, and the origin will automatically be selected. Then click anywhere in the window. At this point, the color indicates that the entity is still alive and can be modified. Change the length to 5 and the angle to 45 and press enter. Change the length to 2 and the angle to 180 and press enter. At this point, I can either press OK and create new operation to accept this value and start a new entity, OK to accept this entity and exit the command, or cancel. Press OK. Select the Home tab and then select Command Finder. This allows you to search for a command if you're not sure where it is in the tabs or ribbon bar. Type in polygon, and polygon will appear. Then double click on it, and the command function will appear, allowing you to change the values. Press OK, and then click on this X to close the command finder. Here you can change the attributes. You can change the attributes for point style, line style, width, the color for wireframe, solids and surfaces, mesh color, material. You can select this command to clear colors. When performing a transform function such as rotate or translate, Mastercam creates a temporary group with the originals in red and the resulting entities in purple from the transformed entities. These system groups appear in the Groups dialog box. However, they stay in effect only until you use the Clear Colors command or perform another transform function. 2D and 3D construction mode toggles between 2D and 3D construction modes. In 2D mode, all geometry is created parallel to the current Z-plane at the current system Z depth. In 3D mode, you can work freely in various Z depths, unconstrained by the current system Z depth and C-plane setting. Under Organize, you can change the Z depth and the levels. You can type a level into the box to change the level to that number, or you can click on this arrow to open a drop-down menu with all of the levels that you've created appearing in the list. Select the Toolpaths Manager. This button allows you to choose whether or not you would hide the panel. If you select Auto Hide, then the panels will disappear from view when you're not using them. This can free up more space in the graphics window. Simply hover your mouse over the panel title to bring it up, and click on Pin again if necessary if you want to keep it from hiding. Under View, you can set the view options. You can choose to display the Toolpaths Manager, solids, planes, levels, and so on. If you right-click in the graphics window, many of these options will be available from the right-click menu. You can change attributes here, levels, Z-depth, toggle between 2D and 3D construction mode, clear colors, set the point and line style and line width, and change the level for selected entities. You can also change the graphics view and the zoom. To change the measurements in Mastercam, select File, and then select Configuration. Down here, you'll see the configuration. As you can see, I am currently set to inch, and this is the startup configuration. If I click on it, I can also change the configuration to metric. It's best to change the measurements before you create any geometry or toolpaths. To change the default measurement system when you start Mastercam, select Start Exit. For configuration, change it to either inch or metric depending on which one you prefer to start in. When you've changed your selection, press OK. If you've made any changes, a warning will appear asking if you would like to change the configurations going forward. If you choose No, these changes will only apply to this session. If you choose Yes, they will apply to all future sessions until you change it. Next, we will configure the grid. Select File, Configuration, select Screen, expand it, and select Grid. You can change the spacing between X and Y grid points, the origin, and the size. Press OK. This concludes the Workspace video. You may now move on to the first tutorial.